So here I just want to capture a few thoughts before I go into the next topic, because in some sense I quite like basically these different ideas I'm being able to capture, and also it's quite a few different ideas that has been in my mind for like a while, and this thing of just getting them kind of like structured and encapsulated, I really appreciate and really like. And the question just often becomes about like, does it make sense to put this out publicly, or does it make sense to just keep it as a thought, or what you could say? And it just seems like now, especially here with the level of like AI that I'm also using myself now, and so that in some sense a bit of a moat, or something that basically would distinguish or enable some people to move further ahead versus others, is in some sense that you start having a specific perspective or approach that you're basically using AI with, and how you want to integrate it, like the beliefs and structures around it, and getting others as well to challenge yours to be able to come up with a more refined and better version, and having a certain level of that structure publicly. Again, probably pretty much as I also talked about here in the first video, it does enable, that just like memes, right? Like of people keep changing and then a new meme, you don't notice it and so on. Honestly, I don't know actually if that's true, because I'm not into memes, but I have just heard the thing there of like how those like how memes basically evolve. And in some sense, having a voice here in this AI era, and at least just having said it out loud, is interesting to see how people will respond to and think about. I mean, even like, why have I chosen to keep it so minimalistic here? In some sense as well, it's just because I basically want the idea in itself to carry the weight. I don't want some other thing to be carrying the weight of the information. Because normally, like for example, I'll be using like a blue suit and blue buttoned shirt and so on, also with my work and that. But it just feels incongruent with what I'm trying in some sense to share here. Like here, it's just more like there's these ideas, and we kind of want to put the ideas out, make sure they are. And then it's like, oh, I've also red hair, and like Claude has red, like that orange color as well. So it's also just more like we're gonna be like connected up to Claude in some kind of way, or something. But also now that I've explained the concept there of like the perfect relative action, in some sense of grading that, like that in the moment, what is actually moving most towards, what action actually is moving most towards the overall utopia, and for myself and everyone else as well. I can feel and notice that sort of marathon you sometimes are running, where you kind of be in tune with like, is this the best action, and how long does it make sense for me to talk about this before moving on to the next task? And sometimes just lining yourself up completely with that. And in doing that as well, it seems to be clear they're capturing these thoughts and sometimes encapsulating this, these thoughts here, into a few videos. with a structure there to them. Seems to make a lot of sense. So you can almost see there's a little bit of like a coffee break between the videos, if you want to. So yeah, just some ideas here and perspective and thoughts from me. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day.